Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of Marvel's recent releases. This is Aero. Before the Storm, collecting 6 issues of the series. It's been actually a pretty interesting series and what Marvel has been doing. So this is the English language debut of Aero. I think it's Aero or Aero. Aero? We'll go Aero. We'll go Aero. Sure, Aero. She's a superhero from China. They've been doing a lot more Asian superheroes, bringing over these characters who debuted over in China or Korea or whatever, and been doing English versions, English translations, not really versions, English translations of those characters. It's actually been kind of cool to see. I think that's been really interesting and has diversified things, not just character-wise, but actually like artistic style, storytelling style. It's to me, reading a lot of comics, I think that aspect is pretty cool. The characters themselves have been kind of hit and miss, but overall pretty decent. So this is written originally by Zhou, Liefen. Keng is the artist. Greg Pak did the adaptation. Zhou Caramagna is the letterer. Aero is a superhero whose real life name is Liefen. She is an architect and lives in Shanghai, and she has wind power. Kind of really everything you need to know. And the story itself is fairly basic in what we get from it. She has a mentor who's evil. She has a boyfriend who she doesn't want to marry yet. She's having issues balancing her secret life and her real life, or her non-superhero life. All that stuff presented is pretty standard. The story itself is a little choppy. I think that might some of it be translation issues. But I've noticed that sometimes happens with manga, which is translated, and that there is a slight choppiness to the story in English. Obviously I don't really speak Chinese or Japanese, so I'm not quite fluent in how it goes in those languages. But as reading the English, I notice a little. It's almost like there's like a staccato to the storytelling, and this has that as well. It's a little bit choppy. It's not necessarily bad, though. Where I think it really does stand out is there is some amazing visuals in this. I think the comic is really, really cool, and it reminds me of the 90s when there was this big manga influence in comics, especially Image Comics, and the coloring and the style, which is very different than what you were seeing from the Western American folks. And this has that as well. The coloring especially, I think, really, really stands out. So to me, visually, it's a really cool comic. The art, I think, is really neat. The story is decent. There's nothing that really jumps out and amazes me, but I think visually it's really, really cool. There's just some great art to it that I would love to see in a maybe different series or with a different writer. I'd also maybe like to see this with a Western voice to try to get that flow a little bit better. And that's really my only issue with it is beyond the character being nothing super exciting for me. It's something we've seen a million times. I think the bigger issue is that the story it's a little bit jumpy, a little bit choppy. That's about it. But visually, I think the comic is top notch. It really is just a beautiful thing to look at. As far as extras, we got covers you can see, and then some character designs in the back. Not tons of extras. So overall, like if you like the idea of these Asian characters making their English language debut and being collected, check it out. It's worth it. Like it's something different. It's definitely new characters. I think the art is where it's really at. But yeah, I mean, it's good. Like if I was given a letter grade, I'd probably give it like a solid C. It passes. It does a decent job. There's some stuff that's bad. There's some stuff that's good. It kind of averages out. It's out in comic shops now. It should be out in bookstores soon. Go support your comic shop. There is a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that by doing that. You help support our site, though. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with a review copy, and thank you for watching. Now, if you are into comics, if you are into Marvel, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.